Hello, good morning. Welcome to Ikate's Crossing. As we have a look at the Egyptian astrology for this month of Horus. Okay, so Horus, which is September the 28th to October the 27th. Horus is the god of sky and is connected to the bright and shining sun. This blesses you with courage, especially when it comes to standing up for what you believe. You are daring but can be aggressive when wronged. Your presence, like the midday sun, can brighten the lives of loved ones. Learning to choose your battles wisely will be important so that you don't expend unnecessary energy fighting other people's battles for them. Developing diplomatic skills will be important, especially as you learn that it's easier to win through negotiation and finding common ground rather than by brute force. You have a social and personable nature and can always find something positive in any situation. You are highly motivated to achieve your goals and want the best from life. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to do things a little differently than I would normally do. Okay, so that's a Horus. That's what we're looking at here. This is the month that we're looking at. So what I want to do is use the Tarot of Cleopatra and have a look and see what are the energies for the month on a collective view. Let's look at this first. What are the energies for the collective over the month of Horus? Okay, so the energies for the collective is King of Wands. So it does feel like there's going to be some enterprises or some opportunities that arise. That could be to do with a new venture on some way. Maybe there's a sense of creativity, maybe taking a bit more of a practical approach to your passions, your creativity, always trying to find solutions to any problems and things that are going on in a very even though you have that passion and you've got that creativity, you've got that sense of always looking for that new venture. I do feel like you've got this passion, this drive, this motivation to always find this something new that you want to take on board, this project that you want to take on board. You've got this sort of, but this is a reminder to sort of say, hey, wait a minute, take a practical approach to it. You need to look at things in maybe a logical sort of prospective sort of way. And the reason why I say that is because kings to me is very airy, so they do a lot of sort of thoughts about the ideas. So they're thinking about their passions, they're thinking about their creativity, the ventures, the things that they're taking on board. They're thinking about them in some way before they actually take action. So I think that's really important. So I feel like this month is going to be a lot about, when I look at that it's very much about that sense of ventures and things like that. And we've got the sense of awakening. So I do feel like you're going to be awakening to these new possibilities, this new passion, this creativity that lies within you as well. I do feel like there's an awakening of some sort, but this is a reminder for the month to make sure, because you've got this passion, you've got this creativity, don't let your passion sort of get the better of you in a way. It's important that you sort of stay in moderation, that you stay calm, serene. I'm sort of like getting, don't let your emotions sort of get the better of you this month, because I feel like collectively there's going to be a lot of energy going on. I do feel like there's a lot of energy happening, and so this is a sort of a reminder to sort of take a breath for a minute and get calm and get thing. So that's the first thing we're going to look at there for the collective energy of the month. Okay, so you've got that collective energy of the month. 1 minute. Okay, so we've looked at Horus. Okay, and we've looked at the energies for the month in regards to September the 28th to October the 27th as a collective. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's have a look at the energies for you as Horus. Let's have a look at the energy for you as Horus. What do you need to know this month in regards to the collective energy that's going on and for you? Let's have a look. So Horus. So let's have a look at your energy. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to choose a... Ooh, it's very much about your faith. Your spirituality is going to be very important. Quite an interesting card coming up, and look and see what's come through here, as you can see. Let's do a Auset Egyptian card as well and see what's coming up for you for the month as well. So what card is we focusing on with Horus? Ooh, we have Anubis, a guide and protector. So here you got your faith, your education, if you like. I think there's going to be maybe you're learning something or you're teaching something. Even when you're teaching, you're still learning. I think this is a great reminder here that even when you're teaching, you're still learning. And it's about that, that guiding. Guiding others, maybe making sure that you stay protected as you do that. I think that's really important here. You have that energy, that overall for the month of Horus is that you're going to have that sense of protector, that sense of education, learning, guiding others, like, teaching and guiding others could be the big thing here. Interesting. Okay. So that's Horus. Next we have Wadjet, which is October the 28th to November the 26th. So what energies do you have this month? If you are born between October the 28th and November the 26th, your Egyptian astrology sign is Wadjet, W-A-D-G-E-T. So let's have a look and see what your energies are for the month. Okay, we have Five of Wands. Oh, there could be some battles and some challenges for you this month. Some battles and challenges. Let's move Horus to one. Let's move those to one side. Okay. So I do feel like you'll be going through some battles, some challenges, some conflicts this month. And so this is a reminder, even through all the conflicts and the challenges that are going on, the battles and things that are going on within you, with whatever's going around, remember to have a sense of inner joy. Make sure you take care of yourself. You're doing something for you. Even with all the conflicts and things that are going on, don't forget to take some time out for you. I think that's super important here. So if you are born between October the 28th and November the 26th, for this month, for Horus, even though your birth sign is Wadjet, so for this month, it is about that sense of, even though there's conflict, you might find yourself in a bit of a conflict, don't forget to have the sense of being able to take some time out for you. I think that's super important through all the conflict and stuff going on. Okay, so if your astrology sign is Sekhmet, which is November the 27th to December the 26th. Okay, so Sekhmet. So if you were born between November the 27th and December the 26th, your zodiac sign is Sekhmet. So for this month of Horus, oh, that jumped out. Oh, we actually got two tarot cards here. So your ones here is taking some time out. Okay, it feels like you're going on this wheel. You're on this wheel. You're going around and around in circles, and I get this feeling of actually taking some time out for yourself mentally is going to be very important. It's to sort of stop feeling like you're going around and around in circles. Just stop for a second is what I'm getting here. I feel like you're going around and around in circles. You can't quite get yourself in a good state. So stop. Just stop for a second. Stop rushing around. Stop trying to do so much is what I'm getting here. And so we get this sense of, so when you have a chance to actually stop, you're going to have the understanding, the enlightenment that you need. Okay, you're so busy going around and around in a circle, it feels like you're trying to make things happen, or you're just trying to, it just feels like you're not sure on the destiny or the fate, do you take action or don't take action? Just stop for a second and breathe, okay? And then it's going to give you the clarity that you want. So meditation, reflection is going to be super important for you. If you are born between November the 27th and December the 26th, which is Sekhmet, it's important for you to just stop for a second, breathe, meditate, and gain some understanding in the situation that's going on. Super important for you. Okay, so if you were born between December the 27th, January 25th, your birthday is Sphinx. So let's have a look. Oh, as soon as I said that, this popped out. What have we got here? We got the Chariot. So it's all about the success, the victory, the acknowledgement of your successes or your victories in the moment, your triumphs. It's all about moving in the right direction, and that sort of takes that acknowledging, yes, I'm moving in the right direction, yes, I'm moving, I've got the successes and the victories, and I've got to keep on moving to really get to my goal and what I want. And so that sense of, interesting, air spirit. So for me, that with Auset, it's very much about your thoughts and ideas, your intention. Okay, and that's going to bring you, so if you can acknowledge your successes and your goals of where you actually want to be, the direction that you're moving into, and you're very clear about that direction, you're going to be able to achieve what you want. So it's very much about your intention, your thoughts, making sure that, because there's some things in life you can control, some things in life you cannot, and it's all about that direction that you're moving into. I think that's really important here when you're thinking about that success. You're thinking about your intention, the way that you communicate, the way, the thoughts, the ideas, the plans, everything's got to be towards your goal and in what you want to achieve. Interesting. So, what did I say? So that was Sphinx. December 27th, January 25th. Right? Let's go through these. Okay, so we've got Horus, Wadjet, Sekhmet, and Sphinx. Okay, just making sure that we've got where we are, making sure we're in the right order here. Sphinx, that was December 27th, January 25th. Right. Next we have Shu, which is January the 26th to February the 24th. Okay, so if you were born between January 26th, February 24th, your Egyptian astrology sign is Shu, S-H-U. So let's have a look. What message does the universe have for you this month? Ooh, it's all about having the understanding, the breakthrough, the new projects. I feel like there's a lot of new beginnings for you in regards to new projects, new desires, new passions, new creative projects. Oh, interesting. And you get that sacred union. Okay, it could be a sense of a relationship on some way, some sort of sexual attraction sort of energy. Again, you get that passion, that desire, because we have sacred union. Okay, if you're not in a relationship, it could mean that sense of a connection that you've got with whatever you're doing in a sense of sacredness. Okay, it may not be a relationship, but when you've got that sacred union with that connection, maybe with a project or an idea, there's definitely a thought. Again, we get aces with thoughts and ideas. Again, you get that sort of air energy with aces, and so you've got that sense of new beginnings. That's interesting. So you get that sense of connection with something new, which is very, very interesting for Shu. Okay. Next, we have Isis, which is February the 25th to March the 26th. So what does Isis have to do this month? So Isis, which is me, I'm Isis. So let's have a look. So that connection with Isis is, whoa, okay. I feel like something just being pulled out of me. Yep, that was a bit weird. Oh, and it's only one card. I thought, well, no, it's a second card. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, no, they're not important. Just got told, no, put those away. Not about that one. It's about this one here. It's the Empress, which is interesting because my tarot card is Empress. I'm a 3, so very interesting that this has come out at all. So it's about that sense of nurturing oneself, but also about that creative. I feel like it's a birth of something new. Ooh, could be a birth of something new coming in. There could be that creative energy, giving birth to something creative. Having that sense of nurturing oneself, maybe that sense of mother, that connection to being a mother could be really important this month. I think there's a lot of stuff going on. It's interesting here. And we get the words protection. So maybe we're protecting our children is one way of looking at it. That sense of protection with our children with Nekhbit. And we have that. So that's interesting here. So we have that. I get a lot about protecting, making sure you're protected, making sure you've got that sense of, of nurturing yourself could be really important here during this month as well. That's interesting. So if you were born between February 25th and March 26th, your Egyptian Zodiac astrology sign is Isis. And so this month for you during Horus, it's very important that you stay protected. So it feels like you're nurturing yourself and making sure that you're protecting those around you as well is super important. Interesting to really think about here with the Empress and Nekhbit. Okay, so if you were born between March 27th, April 25th, March 27th, April 25th, you're Osiris. So what's your message for Horus? If you were born during Osiris, what is your message this month? And we have Knight of Chalices. Interesting here. There's that sense of being kind. Remember to be kind, be caring, but don't let your emotions get the better of you. Maybe it's important that you don't dive straight into anything. It's about that kind and caring energy, but don't dive too deeply. Don't let your emotions get the better of you this month. Could be really, really important here. And we have Satis with fertility and and I get the word satisfaction here, which is quite important. So I get that sense of, make sure you are satisfied before you dive deep into anything. Make sure that you're happy with what's going on before you actually dive any deeper is what I get here for you this month. So if you're Osiris, if you were born between March 27th and April 25th, make sure that you really nurture your nurture your idea. Make sure you're kind and gentle to yourself. Don't dive too deeply into anything. Make sure you're happy with what's going on before you actually dive into it. Interesting. Okay, next we have Amun or Amon-Ra. If you were born between April 26th and May 25th, that's your Egyptian astrology sign is Amun or Amon-Ra. Okay, so what's your message for this month? Let's have a look and see what your message is this month. Let's have a look here. Okay, so justice, or you could be dealing with a lot of legalities, contracts, anything that's going to have to make sure that you have a sense of equilibrium, make sure you're calm, make sure you feel very balanced of the mind, you're clear. There's no confusion. Make sure you're looking at the consequences of any actions that you take within this month. So remember, if you were born between April 26th, May 25th, this is your message for the month of Horus. So I get that sense. I've got love with Hathor. We've got love and music. So even though you might, to find that equilibrium, the balance, the clear mind, looking at any consequences of any actions that you take, making sure that you love who you are, or you give a loving energy to those around you. And music could be really important in some way. That music could be meditation music, dance music, spending some time in music. Maybe the legalities is to do with music. Maybe you are a musician and you have to deal with some contracts or some legal issues in regards to music. Maybe you've been using music in your videos or something like that, and there could be some legal issues for you in regards to that situation. Does feel like there's a lot of layers to this, depending on what's going on in your current life. Remember, these are sort of general energies going over for the month of Horus, and the connection with your Egyptian astrology sign, Amun, Amon-Ra. So make sure you have that sort of, maybe checking to see what music you're listening to. Maybe music could be a really important part of this, finding an equilibrium, finding a sense of balance, clear, looking at the consequences of any actions that you're taking within the situation as well. Interesting indeed. Okay, so next on the Egyptian is Hathor, which is May 26th, June 24th. So Hathor, which is May 26th, June 24th. Let's have a look and see what your message is for the month. Oh, this is sticking out here. And you have the Knight of Wands. Okay. So it does feel like you're running around. I'm getting a lot of like running around sort of energy. You're moving quite quickly. It feels like you're not sitting down. Okay, it feels like you're moving all the time. So this could be quite a busy month for you. Feels like things are moving quite quickly. Things are happening really fast. It does feel like there's a lot of real busy energy this month for you. Okay, so if you're Hathor, May 26th, June 24th, during Horus, you're going to be quite busy this month. Okay, it does feel like you're going to be quite busy. The reason why you might be quite busy and feel like you're running around and things like that is because you're going through a real spiritual transformation. You're going through a lot of changes within your own spirituality. Maybe I feel like there's a rise in your energy. Okay, with the moving quickly, swift moving, I do feel like your energy's rising. Okay, I do feel like there's a real layer to this, in that your own spirituality, I do feel like you're developing, you're growing in your spirituality in some way. Oh, it's going to be a huge month for you. So if you're Hathor and you're feeling like you're running around, there's this energy that seems to be sort of building in some way, and I do feel like it's because you're going through some spiritual transformation at this time. So let's have a look. Next is Phoenix, June 25th, July 24th. Let's have a look and see what your message is for this month. So if you are Phoenix, which is June 25th, July 24th. Oh, that flew out. Let me have a look at that. So 7 of Swords. Oh, it feels like something's going to be taken from you. Maybe you feel as though during this month that something has been taken in some way, that whether that's an idea, or this could be just a perception that someone's stolen something, or so this could be about really standing in your own power, making sure you sort of take back what you feel's been taken from you, remembering there's some things in life that you mentally unable to do anything about. Maybe there's a sense of acceptance to what's actually going on. It's about getting creative. Interesting. With Ra, we get the sense of creative power. So you might need to get creative in the way that you stand in your own power, that you take back what you feel has been taken from you. Now, it doesn't mean that you get aggressive or nasty or anything like that. You just get very creative in making sure you get back what you feel was very taken from you. Could be in regards to connecting with lawyers, or making sure you connect with the right people that are going to help you, guide you, point you in the right direction to be able to see what's going on here. I get that sense of using your eyes to be able to see what's going on, see the bigger picture, look at things in a different way. So again, it's that sense of standing in your own power, super important here. Okay, Anubis. July 25th, August 28th, Anubis. July 25th, August 28th. What's your message? Oh! That landed on my hand just like that. Oops, so you can't see. There we are. So let's have a look at these two cards that flew out. Okay, we get 2 of Pentacles. So this month, could you be juggling a lot of things? Could feel like you're juggling a lot of stuff going on. Interesting. A Knight of Pentacles. Now I get the feel this is Knight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so I get the sense of you might find yourself not feeling very grounded. You might find yourself sort of rushing around a little bit. And I think this is a reminder to sort of slow down. Don't be in such a rush. You're juggling a lot of stuff going on. You're being pulled in different directions. And you've got to get yourself grounded again. I don't feel like you're going to feel very ungrounded. So it's important that you get that grounded energy again. You slow down. Take a breath for a minute. It does feel like there's a lot of stuff going on. You're going to be pulled in different directions. You have to work out what your priorities are. What's important to you. It's going to be a huge month for you in regards to that. I do feel like you're going to be given a lot of options. You're unsure on which direction to actually move into. And so that sense of Selkirk with magical protection. So I do feel like you're going to have to connect with your deities, the angels, archangels, maybe the gods or goddesses or deities that you're working with, maybe your spirit guide. There is that sense of asking for protection from your spirit guides as you sort of learn to sort of slow down a little bit in working out what your priorities are. I do feel like there's a lot of stuff going on here. So slow down a little bit. This is a reminder to slow down. Connect with your deities is going to be very important to make sure that you stay protected with everything that's going on at the moment, because you are being pulled in many different directions. Interesting reading indeed. Okay, so next on with the astrology is Thoth, which is August the 29th, September the 27th. Okay, this is the last one here. Thoth, August 29th, September. Oh, sheepers, as soon as I said Thoth, I got 7 of Cups. It does feel like you're going to be given a lot of options, a lot of emotional choices. Okay, just because something seems shiny, you have to look a little bit deeper at what's going on here. It does feel like you're going to be given a lot of options, a lot of choices about the direction you're moving in emotionally. Remember, this is your emotions here. So you're dealing with emotions that you need to sort of look at. And you've got to think about, you know, which direction you're actually going to go into. Just because something looks shiny, looks good, doesn't mean it actually is. So you need to be very careful about your choices. Interesting, because we've got Tarwit here with pregnancy and birth. So I think with the choices you make, give birth to something new. Okay, so you need to make sure that you're that you choose wisely in your decision, and the choices that you make is going to be very, very important here. So if you're August 29th, September 27th, your astrology sign is Thoth. This month you're in Horus. You do need to look at your choices. It does feel like you're going to be given a lot of choices, and it's going to give you the chance to give birth to something new. So you've got to think very carefully about the choices that you make, because some things could be a bit of a hindrance to giving birth to that situation. Okay, so that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care. Blessed be.